Donald Trump still continuing his feud with the former Miss Universe winner. And the reason that, and there are a lot of people who just, who are upset about this. If this was a year away from the election, okay. Man wants to let out a little steam, go ahead, let him let out a little steam. Everything Donald Trump, I have said this since the conventions. Everything Donald Trump does right now has to be anti-Hillary Clinton. Everything. He has got to focus 100% on Hillary Clinton and the bad policies that she would bring to this country. No one is going to vote for Donald Trump because of a Twitter spat that he gets into with Miss Universe. It makes him look like an idiot. It doesn't make the man look presidential. You know, that's Trump's biggest problem right now is that he's trying to convince people, hey, you can see me in the Oval Office. I'm sorry. No one can picture the President of the United States sitting in the Oval Office, getting on Twitter at 3 o'clock in the morning and tweeting about what former Miss Universe had to say. And you have to applaud the Clintons. You really do. You have to applaud the Clinton campaign. They set Donald Trump up. They knew exactly what he was going to do, and he took the bait. They did it twice during the debate. They did it when they attacked how much he was really worth. And Trump, anytime someone questions how much he's worth, he has to spend 30 minutes on how great he is. This election isn't about you. It's not about how much you're worth. People want to know how wealthy you're going to make them. That's how you turn that around. That's how you make the pivot. And then at the very end, and there's a reason why she saved it for the very end, because he wasn't going to see it coming. And Trump can't handle it. Whenever he gets hit with something that he can't see coming, and the media starts looking at him saying, "Hey, man, you lost the debate," even though the first 30 minutes was pretty good. But at the very last minute, she hits him with this former Miss Universe, and he probably had no idea. He looking around, going, "What are you talking about?" And then he spends a week going after Miss Universe. And I'm watching the news, and all I can think is, shut up. Focus on Hillary. Hillary is the one running against you, not Miss Universe, not a Gold Star family, not any of these other things. Focus on Hillary Clinton. Focus on the disastrous policies that Barack Obama has put into place. That's what people want to hear. That's what whenever you see the dial meters, you know, they have these focus groups for the candidates. Whenever they're in a debate, and you have these focus groups, and whenever the dial meters, when they're talking about the economy, when they're talking about trade, when they're talking about making the deals better, when Donald Trump is talking about bringing jobs back to the U.S., the dial meters go sky high. When Donald Trump talks about Hillary Clinton being in Washington, D.C. for such a long time and not fixing any of the problems, the dial meters go sky high. And when he gets off into all this other crap, and that's what it is, he doesn't come across as presidential. And I know there's some of you Trump supporters out there saying, well, we like it. He's not a polished politician, and he says what he says, and he means what he says, and he's just like that. And that's what we love about the guy. Great. He won't win that way. He's not going to win by challenging the former Miss Universe. He will get his butt kicked in the general election. Especially when you only have 39 days left. And you've got to win 5 of the 7 swing states. Can we have at least a little bit of discipline within the campaign? Can the candidate have a little bit of self-discipline? I'm not calling for a line. I'm not asking them to act like Marco Rubio or Jeb. I'm just asking for the guy to focus on Hillary. Should be pretty easy. I could probably go out into the radio audience right now and find, I don't know, 9 out of 10 of you who could do it better than Trump has in the last week. And that's pretty sad, folks. This is a guy who has the top, or supposedly, hires the best people ever. He hires the greatest. He's supposed to be a great listener, and he's going to listen to their advice. And if he is, he should fire them all because they're giving him bad advice this week. You've got Newt Gingrich, who is out, saying, well, this lady gained 60 pounds. So, Newt, who cares? Of course, I do have to give Newt some credit because Newt's now coming out and saying, well, he doesn't need to bring up the Bill Clinton affairs. So what does Donald Trump do? He goes after the Bill Clinton affairs last night. Is he going to bring it up in the debate? Maybe, maybe not. And then Trump says, hey, you know, my marital life has been pretty good. I don't know. Jody, I'm frustrated, man. We got 39.
Really?
We got 39 days left. And I really do think Trump could win this thing. And that's why I'm frustrated. If I really thought that this was a lost cause and that Hillary was going to win, I'm telling you right now, folks, I wouldn't be frustrated. I would just say, another day.
Yeah.
And honestly,
give up the ghost.
if I really thought that Hillary Clinton was going to win this thing and that this was over, I wouldn't spend any time on Donald Trump. I wouldn't waste my breath. There's a lot of other things I could be talking about.
Yeah, it's not really even interesting, you know.
No.
It's not.
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
The Miss Universe thing, there's nothing interesting about it. I mean, the Miss Piggy thing. I don't know if he said it. I don't know why he said it. I don't know if he was joking around. I don't know if they had a good relationship years ago and all of a sudden she got paid off or whatever happened and now she's turned against him. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. It should have been a one-day story, and it's a story now every single day. USA Today. They have not endorsed a president, ever. They have never endorsed a president. Did you know that?
Yeah, I was reading that article. I didn't know it before today.
Never endorsed a president, and they come out today and say Trump's unfit for the presidency. Now, I don't know if the USA Today is going to sway people. I don't think it will. But it doesn't help. I don't think he's had a horrible, terrible week. I saw that listed in Politico, but it hasn't been a good week. Hillary's had a good week. You know, Matt Mackowiak, who we have on the show every Monday, he said that whoever is leading in the headlines is losing the election. Guess who's in the headlines all this week? Donald Trump fighting Miss Universe. Hillary's nowhere to be found. I can't find a headline about Hillary Clinton anywhere. Except that she made a campaign stop.
For a whole week, man. It's just wasting time.
Hillary's been in the swing state. And yes, Donald Trump has been too. He's been in the swing states. But the majority of the headlines have been about Donald Trump and Miss Universe. And you're not going to win the election if those are the headlines. What Donald Trump needs to be doing today and every day up until Election Day is hammering Hillary Clinton and what the Clintons have done to this country, what the Democratic policies have done to this country, and focus on nothing else. And I know it may sound like preaching to the choir at times, and it may not be a lot of fun for a guy who gives 14 speeches in a day. But guess what? That's what you have to do in order to win. It's not going to be a lot of fun. And then please, someone take the damn phone away from him so he can't tweet anymore for the next 39 days. Can he just go silent on Twitter for 39 days? Can we get the guy who wants to be commander-in-chief to want to act like it for the next 39 days? Can we get that, please? Not asking for a year. Hell, I'm not even asking for 2 whole months. I'm asking 39 days. Take Twitter away from the guy.